Hello and welcome to the channel. President-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu, according to the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC), was the winner of the February 25th presidential election. Two of the major opposition candidates in Alhaji Atiku Abubakar of the PDP and Peter Obi of the Labour Party are among the notable names challenging the outcome of that election. But as was building up until election day, Obi, who many had predicted, especially outside of Nigeria, would win the election, he was actually viewed as the third first by Nigerians of an elite persuasion. But come election day, he not only performed creditably well, but to the surprise of millions, stunned Tinubu, regarded as the godfather of Lagos, in Lagos, by winning the state. It did not stop there. He swept across the Federal Capital Territory (FCT) as well, on his way to coming third in the keenly contested poll. Without giving too much away here, let's get the details of this report I am sure you will find quite interesting. Subscribe, like, share, and comment. Thank you. The impact of a third force on Nigeria's democracy. Barring any unprecedented legal decisions, Bola Tinubu will be sworn in as Nigeria's next president on May 29, 2023. This follows the first March declaration by the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) of his victory in the keenly contested February 25th election. The runners-up of the contest have already submitted petitions to the courts protesting this declaration, and in this election of many firsts, there is palpable apprehension that an unexpected decision might be handed down. This is because of the strong performance of opposition parties, more so the third force candidates, that stopped a winning candidate from getting the plurality of the votes for the first time in the Fourth Republic, 1999, to date. Of the 37 sub-national units in the country, 13 of them were won by a third force candidate, and they included the two most populous states in the country, Kano and Lagos. The strength of the third force's performance is also mirrored in the close win margin among the first three frontrunners. Less than 1 million votes separated Atiku Abubakar and Peter Obi, despite the difference in established structures. Their performance resulted in the president-elect having the least winning popular vote, 36.6% in the Fourth Republic from 1999 to date. While identity-based voting has been a usual feature on the Nigerian political scene, the emergence of third force candidates at the front lines of the 2023 election increased its relevance. The ethnic and religious identities of the frontrunners, Bola Tinubu, Yoruba Muslim, Peter Obi, Igbo Christian, Atiku Abubakar, and Rabiu Kwankwaso, Hausa Fulani Muslims, shaped the result of the elections as predicted. A quick review of the geopolitical zones won by each candidate will reveal this much. Mr. Tinubu won 4 of the 6 states in the southwest and was the only candidate to cross the 25% threshold in all 6. Likewise, Mr. Obi won all 5 states in the southeast and was the only one to successfully cross the 25% threshold in all 5. Expectedly, the PDP ticket was most successful in the northern zones, including flipping Sokoto and Yobe, states that had never voted for it before. Implicit in the results of the presidential election are the lines, mainly ethnic and religious, along which Nigerians are now divided. Third-party candidates were also primed to take advantage of these divisions based on their identities. Peter Obi, being the only Christian in the contest, seemed to be the go-to option for Christian voters, while Mr. Kwankwaso, being the only candidate from the populous Northwest, also excelled at the polls in that region, especially in Kano State, where he was a 2-time governor. The emergence of third force candidates also led to the proliferation of identity-based cross-party endorsements and alliances. The latter shaped the outcome of the presidential elections. For instance, Mr. Tinubu's win in Rivers State cannot be explained without referencing the support from Nyesom Wike, governor of Rivers State, and leader of the PDP G5 governors who alienated themselves from their party's candidate due to zoning-based dissent. They chose to support a candidate from the south over Atiku, their party's candidate from the north. In a similar trend, the support Mr. Obi, a southeastern Christian, received from northern Christian community leaders goes a long way to explain a strong performance in north-central states like Nasarawa and Plateau. The results of the 2023 elections are also unparalleled for the National Assembly, which, upon its inauguration, will have a strong minority caucus made up of different parties. This is because of notable upsets from candidates who displaced incumbents or well-known politicians from the two traditional parties, APC and PDP. With 8 political parties represented in the House of Representatives and 7 political parties represented in the Senate, the incoming National Assembly will be one of the most diverse in the Fourth Republic. Roughly a fifth of the Senate, consisting of 21 of the currently declared 101 senators, are not from the two dominant parties. This is similarly replicated in the House, where 62 of the 327 declared representatives are also not members of the established two parties. The major beneficiary of this push was the Labour Party, now able to call on 8 senators and 35 representatives, despite previously having only 1 senator and no representatives. An interesting point was that this result came despite low voter turnout. Historically, upsets have come or been expected, with higher turnout bringing out voters less likely to feel tied to previous voting patterns. The 2023 presidential elections recorded a 27% voter turnout, the lowest since 1999, with possible migration patterns and voter suppression hazarded as reasons for these low numbers, despite high voter registrations. Similarly, some posit that the socio-economic dynamics during the election season, such as the severe cash crunch and fuel scarcity, might have prevented many eligible voters from traveling to vote and tacitly disenfranchised them. The big question that will shape how these third parties fared during this term, and if we begin using the term fourth or fifth parties in the future, might be how effective they are in keeping the momentum that led to such a promising performance this time around. That's the news, guys. Thanks for listening. Until next time, bye.